Hey guys, welcome back. It's been a while. I've been wanting to get into YouTube lately, but I've been playing on a Feeded Beast server, and that's been taking up some time. I thought about recording it, but I wasn't into it. But I'm out of school now, and I figured I might as well get back into it, see if I can at least. I've built a nice little house here. Probably the most. Get off of my roof! I put half slabs up there just so things wouldn't get up there. I've got a little house going here, and it's not a great house, but it's all right. I've got a little Thaumcraft room set up here. I just haven't actually gone for resources yet. I've only this is all stuff that I found above ground or close to it. So the only things with actual storage in them are the ones I'm showing you now. I've got a little farm out back and a little cow farm for meat. So hopefully we should have plenty of leather and everything for books or whatever we need. He's gonna stay up there, isn't he? He's gonna grab a piece of glass or something and fly away with it. This is where the cauldron thing, I forget what it's called, the crucible, where the crucible's gonna go. I've got stone here because it has to be or else it's gonna catch fire. And that's why I put glass up there. I figured I might as well put a window above it. So yeah, I got the bedroom, storage room / workroom, and then the Thaumcraft room. Now, it's going to be a little bit different than what I tried to do before, in that this is going to be a kind of special playthrough. And while I'm talking about it, I am going to go and jump into a cave and do some digging, because I need resources. And if I'm correct, there's a cave here? Yeah, there's actually some iridium here, so once I get to the point where I can grab that, I will have to do so. What I'm looking for right now is gold, because I need to get some gold nuggets for a wand for Thaumcraft. Get away from me! Wow, he must have a knockback bow. Jeez, he knocked me right out of the 2 deep hole. But I need some gold so I can make a wand for Thaumcraft. But, right. So, what I was saying is this is going to be a bit different because what I'm going to do is first I'm going to stick strictly to Thaumcraft, okay? There's not going to be any, I'm not going to say there's not going to be any other mods, but no big mods. Like, no Industrial Craft, no Buildcraft, just Thaumcraft. So, when I come in here, I'm just going to be doing magic for a while. My reasoning for that was kind of just that, people a long time ago, turned to magic for all of their answers. And, no big deal if you believe in magic. I mean, everybody does at some point in their lives. But it just seems like an old-timey thing. So I figured I would follow the progression that, humanity has. And, oh, jeez, I don't want to die. Oh, boy. That got close. I figured I'd follow the, progression that humanity has followed and start with magic. And then once we've gotten to the end of all of the magic stuff, I'm going to go to technology. But I'm going to start with Buildcraft because Buildcraft is much more simple, I suppose, than oh, I'm going to die. No. Sorry if you can hear the rain hitting my window. There's not much I can do about that. So Buildcraft is more simple than IC2 at least, because this is the ultimate pack, so it has GregTech in it. Oh, look at that! Right in the there's another one. It's hiding in my arm, behind my sword. So yeah, Buildcraft is less intensive. Like, it's not going to require as many resources as Industrial Craft is going to, which is kind of why I wanted to pick it first, because Industrial Craft with GregTech is so involved and it's so end game that I'm not going to be able to do it with the resources that I would have playing normally. So I always hit that problem. I start playing and I'm like, okay, well, I need a bunch of solar panels. I'm like, well, I can't make solar panels, so I end up just trying to do as little as I can to get those solar panels. So I end up just kind of sitting there for a lot, just waiting for things or something so I can get the resources or various things like that. But this way, hopefully, the Thaumcraft phase will give me... What the heck? Why so many? Hopefully the Thaumcraft phase will get me a bunch of resources so I can... so I can actually, you know, do... Oh, yeah, okay, I need to back up. Oh, I really need to back up. Because I always get to the Industrial Craft and I just don't have the resources for it. So I figured this way, I'll go through Thaumcraft, I don't have to go and gather resources to get through Thaumcraft, right? Because I'm not going to be able to do it without any resources at all. So I'm going to go and collect resources and go mining and things, and that way by the time I've got everything that I need and I've finished with Thaumcraft, I should be at a relatively decent place. So that way I can go in and start Buildcraft, which includes like forestry and bees and stuff, and that phase is going to take a long time. But hopefully I'll have a lot of resources by that point with which to just go in and actually start up Buildcraft pretty well. Like I should have a good amount of coal, so I can start running coal engines, or you know, Stirling engines, and bat, and like just enough resources to get by, basically. So that way, when I continue on with Buildcraft, I can get things like a quarry and stuff, and start really gathering resources for my final phase, which would be Industrial Craft. And then with Industrial Craft, I'm going to start building all of the big advanced machines that take like tons of stuff to make. And once we've completed all of those, which does mean that I'm not going to get things like a jetpack for a very long time, which is going to be interesting. But you know, I want to stick to this plan because I figure it might help me draw out my enjoyment of Feed the Beast. Because I always go in and I play, and then I start right at the bat trying to get all the heavy stuff, and it doesn't work. So, yeah. This world, actually, I played a little bit on this seed before I decided to make the Let's Play. Not a whole lot. I just like came into this cave, grabbed some resources, built a house kind of like the one that I have now. Thought I heard a creeper. And and that was pretty much it. But I did love the seed because I spawned in that meadows biome. So I figured I might as well just kind of keep the same seed since it works so well for what I want to do, and just restart. And there's actually I didn't realize this until recently. There's a recreate world button when you select a world, so you can actually create the world again, like empty, from like with really easily. You don't have to like put in the seed again. You can just go into Minecraft when you're loading the worlds, click on the world, and then hit recreate, and it'll make a copy of it that's totally blank, like generate it all new. I'm wondering if there's actually a copy now to copy it with all the stuff, just in case. Because you know, I mean, there are people who, you know, you want to do something cool and but it's risky, so you want to just make a backup just in case. Or even if you're just like a YouTuber and you want to make backups, you know, that'd be pretty nifty. But anyway, so I recreated this world, and it was pretty cool. Also, I'm going to save the this stuff until... and by this stuff I mean... oh, what's it called? Applied Energistics? Yeah, Applied Energistics. It's basically just a way of getting a bunch of storage. I guess this cave doesn't go very deep, although I probably should have known that. But it's a good way of... Applied Energistics is a good way of storing things. Like, it makes really complex storage systems, so you can store tons of things in a small amount of space, and like access them from a terminal, so you don't have to go searching through all your chests. I'm going to save that until the IC2 phase, probably. I don't see why I would be able to justify putting it in the Buildcraft phase. But I am going to still collect resources and everything, so like if I come across quartz, I'll pick it up. If I ever decide that I actually do want to do the Applied Energistics storage at all, because I may not. You know, I may just decide, well, I'd rather not do that, so I'm just not gonna. Though I suppose I should probably get through a bunch of the things at some point, a bunch of the mods. Oh, and that reminds me, I removed 3 mods from this mod pack. I removed Soul Shards, Equivalent Exchange 3, and Secret Rooms. Now, Soul Shards and Equivalent Exchange 3, the Soul Shards by itself, I think, is just incredibly overpowered, and just to even avoid being tempted by it, I just removed it. And there's a slime below us. But Equivalent Exchange 3 is kind of OP by itself, but especially with Soul Shards mod. Because Equivalent Exchange 3 allows you to turn, what are they called? Ender Pearls into, like, iron, which you can then turn into gold and then turn into diamonds. And the Soul Shards mod allows you to make spawners. So you can make, like, an Enderman spawner, and suddenly you have infinite, infinite Ender Pearls, and therefore infinite everything else, basically. So I don't care for those mods, and I just removed them. I figured they're just taking up space. I mean, when you go into NEI and you try to look at the recipe for something, like say I want to figure out how to make, or not what I can make out of it. Yeah, what I can make out of it. Like, if I right-click on this mushroom, it'll show me all the things that I can craft with that mushroom. But it takes a while. You saw it pause. And the more, that's just because there's so many recipes that it has to go through every single one and see if that item is in it. So I figured if I just go ahead and remove some mods that I'm not going to use, that ought to remove some of the recipes that it has to search through. Especially with Equivalent Exchange, because there's a lot of things that you can change back and